Hello, Mastertron Tamer here, and I have got an unboxing, and then we'll do a little review of the Skydio. This is the 2 Plus Skydio. We also have an extra battery. This came with it free. This was a Father's Day special that they had. This isn't their most advanced battery, but it'll be fine if I need a little bit extra flight time. So that'll be great. So let's go ahead and see what comes with it. Now this is the basic kit. They have a whole bunch. There we go. I was afraid you wouldn't be able to hear me with all the noise from the plastic. So some basic instructions. And I'm assuming we'll need to go review something much more detailed on the web. We have a nice carry case with a shoulder strap. It's very compact for such a powerful device. They have made sure that it's not going to get accidentally opened. Right, and let me hold this up without hopefully dumping everything out so that you can see it, how neat it fits in that case. So one of the reasons it fits in the case like it does is because these blades will automatically extend when necessary. The ones on the rear, if we're going to call the camera the front, are above, and the ones up by the camera are below. There's also 2 antennas that go up like that. And I'm assuming the battery attaches right here on the bottom. Well, before we do that though, let's look at what we got. So here is our power cord. This is a regular USB-C, and on this little piece of foam we have the charger, USB-C, cord, and then I'm assuming it goes into here, but perhaps it goes straight into the battery. Let's take a look at that. Here we go. There's a little wrap around the battery. Well, I do not see a direct charge on the battery itself. I could be wrong. Apparently has a little switch so we can tell if there's any charge in it. If I'm wrong about that, I'll let you know after we've got them charged up. That's about it. This looks like a little lens cleaning cloth for the camera. That's a good thing. And hope I won't need these, but I'm sure I will. These are the spare blades, and that's it for the basic set. So let's go ahead and take a look. I think this is pretty straightforward because this is the extra battery. Well, it's packaged well. And there we go. As promised, an extra battery. So that's it. I'm looking at the device again. We have the antennas on the top, blades on the back on the top, blades on the bottom. I'm assuming this is so that they won't interfere with the camera. I don't know if you've ever seen some of the video taken by drones, but you can see the blades sometimes turning with them. So I'm going to go ahead and completely study the instructions, get these batteries charged up, and then we'll go out and do a demonstration flight and hopefully get some video that we can use from that. So anyways, until then, I'll see you when we get that all set up. I'm out here at beautiful Lake Limerick, ready to do the drone testing. Okay, it's all ready to go now. As you can see, the carry case doubles as a launching pad for the drone, which is kind of a nice feature. And I thought I'd try something different because I had all this nice video that the drone took that I would just narrate on top of it to give you my thoughts about the product, which are overall very positive. It takes a beautiful image, as you can see from the video. It is 4K. This will allow me to do some zooming here in just a minute because I'm putting this video together in regular HDMI. So this kind of accidental thing happened. This was just an early test with it. Just happened to catch this as the dog Harley here apparently thinks the dock continues to go on and goes right in the drink. Now, she's perfectly fine. She believes in safety first, so she's got her life jacket on, and she's easy to deal with. But I thought this was kind of a fun thing. You know, when you get a drone up in the air like this, you just never know what you might catch. And this was totally accidental, and because it was 4K, I was able to zoom in on the part I wanted to. So this part of the video, I'm basically trying to learn how to operate the drone manually and get a good shot. So I still have some improvement to make in that regard, but I'm, getting there. So I'm doing a reasonably good job of following the subject. I'm not 100% happy with the kind of sometimes jerky movements that I'm doing with the camera. But overall, for a first effort, I would say the drone's pretty easy to operate if I was able to get a manual video like this on my first go. And I would say overall the systems of the drone are very easy to work with and to learn. So here in this part, I'm attempting to follow my subject out into the lake, and I run into another great feature sort of accidentally of the drone. So I'm following my subject further and further out into the lake, and eventually it's going to lose communication with the cell phone that I'm running it from. So right about now it's getting a little upset. It's saying that it's lost signal on my display, and it's preparing itself to do its automatic return, which turns out to be a really nice shot in and of itself, completely unplanned. But the camera pulls back, goes up and pulls back, comes back over to within about 5 feet of where I launched it from, and then just hovers there. And it becomes your job to go ahead and land it at that point. But a great feature. And like I said, I knew it had it, but stumbled on it fairly quickly. So after my little manual attempt, I thought the next thing we should do is try the automatic features of tracking that are built in. So when you get a subject in your view screen that's a candidate for auto tracking, a little plus symbol comes up on that subject. And in this case, I had 2. So I'm going to work with the blue kayak here. So right about here, I click on the blue plus, and all of a sudden, you're going to see that the camera work gets a lot better because it's totally automatic at this point. And it's doing an excellent job of giving me a really smooth motion and keeping my subject in the frame the whole time. So it's just beautiful. And as you can see, the light off the lake, and yeah, it's just really nice. Now in this section, so I could focus on my subject, I went ahead and editing and zoomed in my 4K image a little bit in various points for emphasis, which of course is something you can do because it's shot in 4K. So I just wanted to say that I did that in editing, and so you didn't think that that was an artifact of the camera or anything like that. So I do that a couple of times in here. But yeah, again, beautiful image, kind of exactly what I was after. And after we come back in, we'll go ahead and try the auto landing, which is also yet another great feature of the drone. But let's go ahead and just let it track around here for a minute, just so you can get kind of more examples of what it can do. As always, if you like this video and you found it helpful, please like it. Please subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate that. And I hope you found this useful. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and come in and bring it in for a landing. I took it off of the tracking when it came in here, brought it over to the landing field. Once you've got it in sight, you can initiate a landing. It's all automatic from there, and down it comes. And it just kind of gently floats on down. So until next time, this is the Mastertron Tamer.